Alright, so I have 8 minutes. I'm going to make the most out of my 8 minutes. So, today I want to just shine the light at my sister. So, my sister keeps getting mad over and over again. And when she gets mad, she just gets mad at the smallest things, especially when I do her favors. So, what I need to be doing instead, honestly, from this point forward, I'm not about to engage in self-destructive behavior just because my sister's mad at me. I'm not going to be watching my phone for like 8 hours straight. I'm not going to be doing all these. I'm not going to be overdosing on videos and movies and shit like that. So what I'm going to do instead is that there's actually multiple points that I wanted to cover in this video, but this video is so short and my phone is so shitty that I cannot be taking lots of other videos. It is so shitty. So, what I wanted to shine a light at is that from now moving forward with my sister, don't be as accepting. So first of all, I got rid of being very apologetic, and now I'm gonna have to get rid of being very accepting. So don't be very accepting. And if somebody says a comment, they're gonna get it right back in different forms. So if it is my parents, be a little bit more cautious with the comebacks. But if it is my sister, just right back. And also don't be very accepting back. So here's the thing, very, very important. Make sure that I don't have my hands so much like this, but more like this. Yeah, so don't be as forgiving. Don't let shit go right away. Just act on it, you know what I mean? Act on it. Don't go around and threaten. Act on the fuck that that I want to act on it. Act on it rather than threaten with it. Act on it. Alright? Like, I haven't had her clean the room. I said I was gonna have her clean the room, but she didn't. So what did that actually accumulate? It is going to be short-term pleasure, long-term disrespect. Yes, short-term pleasure. She's gonna come back, she's gonna do this, she's gonna do that. This time around, she better clean the room right before she gets back. She's gonna have to know there's a price to pay. And once people know there's a price to pay, they're going to think 1,000 times before getting mad or pretending to be mad next time. That is the point that I have to be at. And also, if somebody wants to be mad, give them more space than necessary. Maybe they just don't want, they want to find a reason to be alone. Just remember, people want to find reasons to be alone. Even if it is my family members, let them go. Let them go. There's no reason to hang on to them or be extra nice to them or in any way be overly kind. Okay, that's thing number one. Thing number two, don't be as helpful. Don't be just so helpful. Okay, that's thing number two. Thing number three, don't worry for someone else. So important not to worry for someone else. Why the fuck am I worried about what the other person what's gonna happen to the other person or whatever the fuck the case might be? They have to worry about themselves. For example, I'm gonna give a quick example. Is when my sister took the exam, I was more worried for her than herself. I was more happy for her than herself. That needs to not be the case. And additional points, because this video is, I just need to go back and delete some videos and blah blah blah. But another point that I wanted to shine a light at is the fact that after a good conversation, I don't need to be attached afterwards. I don't have any obligation towards the other person. For example, yesterday, I had a really nice conversation with my mom, right? I don't need to be carrying on through and being nice all the way. Once the conversation is over, I'm back to being detached. I will not be attached to anyone, or I don't play nice with anyone. Just if I don't want to do something, just don't do it. Alright, just don't do it. I don't want to pick this up, I don't want to pick that up. Just don't do it. So important. Another additional point, an additional point, what is an additional point? I think I want to shower. An additional point, yeah, go back to being detached right away. And also something else, don't eat and don't listen to YouTube videos telling me to eat, because those YouTube videos, most of those people are taking steroids. Most of those people are taking something that they're that big. Most of them are not natural. So don't listen to their advice. Listen to the advice that works for me the most. Building muscle takes eating regularly, not overeating. Eating as much as I want, not overeating. Overeating is only gonna cost fatness. It's only gonna cause fatness. So just remember, overeating is not the way to go about gaining muscle. Is not the way. It's steroids. They're mostly on steroids, so don't listen to them. Don't overeat, and eat regularly and work out and exercise. Other than that, don't listen to their advice. A lot of people on the internet, they just want to make themselves seem as if their gains and everything about them is natural. In reality, it's not natural. It was never going to be natural. It just doesn't look natural. Don't listen to their advice. Maybe look at their working out videos, but honestly, I need to be so good at working out, so good at form, so good at many things to the point where it's just on an improving pattern. I need to know what I'm doing. I need to exactly know how to work this out, how to work that out, and doing it exactly correct. All right. So that's thing number 2. Thing number 3 that I wanted to talk about. Maybe the video is over. Sure. About 5 minutes. That's good. Look at the stuff from yesterday. Yeah, this one. Stick to the basics. Be unaware. Don't be aware. The more I'm aware and the more I have emotions on my face, the more I'm going to face consequences. I'm going to face stuff like, and stand up straight all the time. Even when I'm having a conversation right now, I keep standing up, not straight. So what needs to happen is that I need to stand up straight. That stand needs to be so straight. And remember, having my hands down here looks a lot better. Having my hands up here looks very feminine. It looks like I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm doing. Here it looks like it's very natural, very confident. And just remember, know how to use my hands. So important. Know how to use my face. So as of right now, I think I'm improving a lot. I'm doing videos almost every other day, almost every day. But just remember, there's basics. There's basics. Put hands down here. Use my eyebrows. Use my face as I'm talking. Look around as I'm talking. Don't feel so restricted. Don't feel so restricted on the breathing either. Don't feel so restricted on the breathing either. So important that my breathing is on point. Don't be feeling like, oh, it's exhaling that looks nervous, not inhaling that looks nervous. Just remember that. And have my head up, even when I'm talking to someone. Have my head up. Have it. What the fuck is this? Take a look at this. Take a look at this fat, shirtless piece of ass. Walking around saying hi to people. I bet he got the coronavirus and he wants to spread it. So, yeah, so this is a point that I wanted to cover. Additionally, just continue on using my hands, continue on doing what I'm doing, continue on having different varieties of how I use my head, how I use my eyes, all of that, but don't have it as part of what I'm doing. So important that don't be as forgiving, and at the same time, don't apologize a lot. Make my apologies very, very rare that the other person almost doesn't expect it. So important that I do that. Why? Because that way my apologies are more valued. When you apologize so much, your apologies are not valued. 1. 2, do not make it seem like it's the other person's fault. All the time, it is the other